and gentlemen, we have a crisis on our hands. No, they're not releasing a new Twilight movie. And no, LeBron James did not just promise to win 7 rings again. The problem we are faced with today is called obesity. To prove to you guys that obesity truly is a crisis in our country, we can take a look at this visual aid, which is courtesy of Nancy Hellich of the USA Today's 2012 article, which shows that as recent as 1980, the obesity percentage was at 15%, and now in our decade, it has reached up to 36%, over doubling. As college freshmen, we are all aware of the infamous freshman 15. You're all expected to come to college and gain weight. However, that does not have to be the case. How, you may ask? With exercise. As an avid gym goer who loves to exercise, and after countless of hours of research on this topic, I'm here today very motivated to persuade you all to exercise regularly. Exercise should be a part of your everyday life. To understand why exercise should be a part of your everyday life, we'll take a look at the problem that is obesity and the solution that is regular exercise. Now, let's dive into the obesity epidemic in our country. The obesity problem in our country has reached levels of absolute crisis. What defines someone as being obese, you may ask? Well, according to Scott Borbin's 2011 book titled Obesity, obesity is defined as someone who has a BMI, or body mass index, of over 30. BMI is a calculation of your overall physical health based on your health and weight, with the formula for calculation displayed on the board, which is your weight in pounds over your height in inches squared times 703. To give you guys kind of the range, if your BMI is under 18.5, you're considered to be underweight. If it's 18.5 to 24.9, you are of a healthy weight. If it's 25 to 29.9, you are overweight. And anything over 30 is considered to be obese, and anything over 40 is considered to be extremely obese. Keeping those numbers in mind, know that according to the United States Department of Health and Human Services in 2012, they reported that 68.8% of American adults are overweight or obese, with 35.7% being obese. While BMI does not take into account the amount of muscle mass a person has on their body as part of their weight, it is considered by health professionals to be an accurate measurement of a person's overall physical health. Going back to that 35.7% of American adults that are obese, know that according to the CDC, or Center for Disease Control and Prevention, which is a government health agency, that 17%, or about 12.7 million, children and teenagers are obese. And 70% of those children and teenagers are at risk for one cardiovascular disease, with 39% being at risk for 2 or more cardiovascular diseases. And they're also at a higher risk for type 2 diabetes, and the health effects an obese person faces only worsen as they get older. According to the same source, an obese adult will face health risks such as high blood pressure, diabetes, strokes, some forms of cancer, and a higher risk of depression. And the worst of all, according to Maggie Fox of NBC News 2013 article, which reported on a 2013 study done by Columbia University, 18% of all deaths in this country are related to obesity or obesity-related illness. Let that number sink in. 18%. That's close to 20%, which would be about 1 in 5 people. So that means for almost every 1 in 5 people that dies in this country, it is due to obesity or obesity-related illness. And the worst part is we're not doing anything about it. According to the CDC, with just 225 minutes of exercise a week, which is about 30 minutes a day, it's enough to maintain a healthy body weight. And according to the President's Council for Fitness, Sports, and Nutrition, just 5% of Americans are getting that exercise. And while the audience analysis shows that 44% of you guys are getting those 30 minutes a day, that's still less than 50%, and it's not enough, and we need to change. While the obesity problem in our country is killing us and has truly run rampant, we can do something about it. We can exercise. Regular exercise offers the cure for the problem that is obesity. To begin, a healthy diet and exercise are both key contributors in living a healthy lifestyle, but for today's purposes, we are just going to focus on exercise. Webster's dictionary defines exercise as bodily